Welcome to Fenway Park. This past week has been unlike any other in the history of Boston. We have experienced trauma and tragedy, devastation and despair, physical injuries, and emotional wounds. Our week has had its share of suffering, sorrow, and sadness. This week has also brought out the best in Boston. Volunteers rushing into the smoke. Marathoners running even further to hospitals to give blood. Doctors and nurses showing why they are the best in the entire world. And our law enforcement officers, pursuing every lead, scouring every tape, and working relentlessly, fearlessly, and triumphantly to seek, find, and bring those responsible to justice. And our governor, our mayor, and our police officers thank you for the way citizens responded, for the contributions they made to the apprehension, and to the way we demonstrated such fierce unity. Today we gather as one, and we affirm to ourselves and to each other that we are one. One community, one nation, one world, full of love, full of compassion, and full of generosity. Those feelings, powerful all of them, fuel us with passion, to never quit, to persevere, to prevail. We will run another marathon. Bigger and better than ever. We are one. We are Boston. We are strong. We are Boston strong. As we come together today, we first remember those whom we have lost. We hope these families feel our sympathies. We also want to reciprocate the sentiments that have come to us from across the country and around the world by extending our hearts to our brothers and sisters suffering in the city of West Texas and to the thousands impacted by today's earthquake in China. And as we think of our 176 adults and children who were injured, including MBTA officer Richard Donahue, won't you join us as we observe a moment of silence, contemplation, and prayer, and in particular, for the 58 who are still hospitalized. Thank you. We wish each of you a speedy recovery. Throughout this week, in the aftermath of tragedy, one truth has emerged. We are resilient. Thursday, our president, our governor, and our mayor urged us to rely on that resilience. For the past 38 hours in particular, that resilience has been on grand display. Law enforcement officers have battled through the dark of night and in the face of danger. Embodying the spirit of our beloved Boston, they have prevailed. And now, it's our honor to shine the sunlight and the spotlight on some friends and neighbors who represent the spirit, the toughness, and the resilience of Boston. First, a host of ordinary citizens who are anything other than ordinary. They were pressed into duty in a life-changing and life-saving way just 5 days ago. Today, they will protect the symbol of our freedom, the American flag, and they will be back on Boylston in 2014. From the Boston Athletic Association, the Boston Marathon Volunteers. And now, some stories that reflect the love and human compassion that we witnessed on Monday. We were enjoying a picture-perfect Patriots Day. Inside Aiden Louie's restaurant on Boylston sat a firefighter from Lynn. He was enjoying a marathon day lunch with his friends, an annual tradition. Besides serving as a firefighter, he is also a paramedic and an Army veteran of the war in Afghanistan. He heard the boom. He jumped to his feet. He sent diners to the kitchen while he headed to the street. He saw a little boy. A belt became a tourniquet. He carried the child to medical personnel and simply saved his life. And that was only one of the lives he saved right up the street just 5 days ago. Representing firefighters, paramedics, veterans, and everyday citizens who amid sudden danger chose to rescue others, welcome Matt Patterson. So many of the wounded are within a few miles of Fenway Park right now. They're at outstanding hospitals such as Mass General, Boston Medical Center, Brigham and Women's, Children's Hospital, Tufts New England Medical Center, and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, where our next guest was treated. And we're happy to say, from where he has now been released. On Monday, he was with his two best friends and their sisters, standing on Boylston when they heard the first explosion. He was shielding the sisters when suddenly the second explosion threw him over a fence, lit his clothes on fire, and sent shrapnel into his face and neck. He was rushed to Beth Israel Deaconess. There, a trauma surgeon performed emergency surgery and again simply saved his life. And while he still has a ways to go, he's on the road to recovery, he's with us today, and he's representing not only his two friends, each of whom lost a leg, but all who are on that road. Welcome, Lower Native and the Lower High grad, Stephen Byrne. And now, a symbol of resilience if there ever was one. The father, who for 31 years has pushed his son's wheelchair across that Boylston Street finish line, and who together are determined to carry on and be back on Boylston in 2014. Representing all the runners, welcome father and son, Dick and Rick Boyd. Coming to thank them personally is the governor of our Commonwealth, whose leadership, along with the extraordinary leadership and stamina of Boston Mayor Thomas M. Menino, has never been more crucial than this week. Joining him are members of Mayor Menino and Governor Patrick's courageous law enforcement effort, as well as those from near and far, and how fortunate we are able to express our thanks to them on this day. Among them are Boston Police Commissioner Edward Davis, the Boston Police Command Staff, Massachusetts State Police Lieutenant Colonel Frank Matthews, Watertown Police Chief Ed DuBois, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Richard Delario, MBTA Transit Police Chief Paul McMillan, as well as Senator Mo Cowan and officers representing hundreds from Boston, Watertown, and throughout Massachusetts, to whom we are so grateful. And now, please rise to continue a new Boston tradition born in the garden just 3 days ago. Our organist, Josh Cantor, will get you started, but you take it from there as together we lift our voices to new heights and sing the Star-Spangled Banner, the anthem that affirms our faith in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
to Stephen Byrne and to Dick and Rick Hoyt, symbols of our beloved Boston and of our strength, our toughness, and our resilience. Catching the ceremonial first pitch are Will Middlebrooks, Dustin Pedroia, and welcome back, Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Okay, Matt, Stephen, and the hosts, it's time for our ceremonial first pitch.